Yeah. So I was just listening, Emmy and Jonathan, talking about that data is boring. I have my own opinion, but actually, that's the part of that is true. Every single time I go out anywhere and say, you know what, I am DBA, and as soon as people say, "Are you happy with your life?" I'm like, "What? Why are you even asking me this kind of question?" And I think that's where we let's go to the slide and we'll just start talking about it. Yeah. So people think data is boring. It's very important, critical, that we all know. But I think I am out here right now talking about the point where data is not as boring as you think. So I was looking on the internet and I just got a recent haircut, which you have just seen a second ago. And I was talking to my daughter. I said, hey, I want a one fun animal. Can you find kitten or some nice puppy or anything? And she looked and actually looked for internet and found this person, I mean, this animal for us. And it said, Daddy, he looks like you. Look at, he has a short hair. I was just like looking at her and I was like, maybe that is true. Maybe I think this should be my new avatar. We both has the same haircut now. Well, data is not boring. Don't look at like this guy. This guy, even though it looks right now sleepy, boring, but I can tell you that he's fun. He has a lot of things to do, and that's what we are going to talk about in next 20 to 25 minutes. I'm not going to teach you anything. I'm just going to talk about stuff which we like, stuff which we don't see. And that's what the session's topic is. And the topic is actually very, very simple. And session is data is obviously pleasant. It's really fun. And what I'm going to do is that I am going to use SQL as a calculator. I know it's one of the most expensive calculator. I hear you, but we are going to do that actually. And we will see that if this extremely expensive calculator does the right job or not. And again, one disclaimer before we go, don't judge any database or SQL server from this presentation. This is just to make sure that we understand that sometimes making a little mistake, little thing, small thing, how it can impact a business. All the example which I'm going to take today are actually taken from all of my real customer. So please don't expect me to say their name. It's going to be fun. With this, let's start with our very first slide, okay? So let me give you this puzzle. Let's see how many of you can solve this one. And then after, we will see. So can you just guys write it down, the shortest code to produce the number 1 billion? Yeah, it's a 1 billion. So you don't have to count zeros. So I put it this one out. So can you come up with the shortest code to 1 billion? Just write in a chat window. Just write anywhere. I mean, yeah. Um, what do you think? Any language, any programming language. Let's see how short code which you can come up with. It's going to be fun. I actually had a very interesting thing at my client's place. Like the SQL server and database behave so much fun and so much weird that sometimes they hire all these expensive consultant. They say, come help us solve this big expensive problem. And when we see the problem, it's really just little mathematics. So I think if you're ever going to be developer DBA who's going to deal with database, you need to learn more about how little things works in SQL. So I think this is interactive session, and I see over so many of you are live in a very different one. So let's start with this one, and I think my screen is visible, but still I'm going to go a little easy on everybody's eyes who are watching on mobile devices. So with this, let's start with the very first demonstration. You know what happens if I just every so what I'm going to do is that we are going to run series of the small code, and we will see how it actually works. So let's see, if I run this one, what do you think will be the answer of the code? Okay, let's see what you guys come up. Well, it's definitely an error. It's a just select is not complete. How about select star? What do you guys think will happen? So it's gonna to say the same thing, must specify select from. So here we go, and I have specified select from. All right, yeah, so I have specified here select from, and let's see what happens when I run it. Oh, what just happened? Did you guys see what just happened? I am a bit stunned. I thought this, oh, I don't have a from here, but it worked. Isn't this interesting? So if you have a number and right after you continuously write it, it doesn't give us any error. Do you see how simple little things like that is? Whoa, think about this, just turned into alias. Now think about it. If you are generating a dynamic code with your development product, right? Like you can use any product, like you can use C Sharp, PHP, Java. Let's not talk about the product. You open source, whatever it is, you write down, and somehow you forgot to put space between this and that. And you think, oh, it's just space, right? If they are together, they will give you error. No, 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 no. If they have a space in between, it still works. But if they do not have a space in between, they still works. It doesn't give you error. So now let's change -1 to 1 and let's see what happens. Well, -1 works, so 1 should work, isn't it? It actually works as well. So you can see that any number you can put it and no space, it will just take as alias. What about this one? Now this is the fun one, like select fro equal to -1. When you run it, fro became alias and -1 works. But what happened if I put this in a single quote? It also works. So now we understood about this one. I am going to run both of this together and you can see how alias works and how they change. So far, I think nothing interesting. Now, I'm going to show you a very little things and this is fun one. What about this one when you are seeing on right now, which says select 1 -1 fro. No, it's a FR0. Now what would happen? Now this kind of code, like sometimes we are writing so quickly, we write it, but 1 -1. So any mathematics you write right before the alias is just works perfectly fine. There you go. So don't make errors like this thing. If this happens, this would will give us. So I think a lot of people would think I'm just showing you the bugs. They are not bugs. This is how things works. For example, look at this. Nope. Oh, that it doesn't work. If you have a proper word there, it doesn't work. Now here is my challenge to all of you. What do you guys think this will give us as an answer? Think about it. Oh, so E9, right? Think about this one. If you are writing like this thing, it is going to show you fro 1 as an alias and 1 as what? And 1 is going to be result. But when you write this kind of code, what would happen? Definitely, if I have a space, you can see what happens. E9 equal to 1. But if you do not have a space in between, you know what? I know what's going to happen. It's going to show us the exactly same thing, isn't it? It did, isn't it? It did show us the same thing. Whoa, it gave us answer to our problem, which we started in a day. 1 billion. There you go. SQL works has it has its own mind. You can see, and that's kind of the thing which I see. Clients comes to us like we're getting a millions and a lot of issues. I think it's, and when I go and check the code, they are just little mishap. So it's a good idea that we write a good code, clean code, organized code, like a spaces like this, and would just start making different mistakes. So remember the question which I asked you: build a billion shortest possible code. Here we go. You can select 1E9, there we go, and you can start making here instead of 9, you can put 9 and 19 and whatnot. I don't know if 19 will work. I'm just, yeah, it did work actually, but this time it did converted it to with the E notation, which is the right thing to happen. Now, I think I'm going to not waste too much of time. I think you guys got how alias works. So I will be asking you a very simple question. And that question is the select statement, which you are seeing in front of us. So we have a two select statement, which I want to discuss. The first one is here and the second one is here. So I want you guys to pay a little attention. First, I will show you that when I run this one, okay, this is very simple one. When I run this one, it actually is going to show alias is 2 equal to 3 and 1. But when I run it, it does the mathematics. Mathematics is properly done. But in this case, this is a string and this is a number. What will SQL Server will do in this scenario? Very simple thing. What it does is that it still does the mathematics by converting 2 to 1 and thus showing us the demonstration. So now when you have a string and integer, a lot of people as time passes by, they start losing this kind of notion. Like they have a first name and last name, and they have a like number where they have a column with their contains string. Often people do not convert and start adding it up because SQL Server can easily do that. Can it easily do that? Well, what will be the answer if I run this one? So remember, when I added 1 plus 2, it actually gave me 3. So when I run this command, what do you guys think will happen? Any brave person want to try it out on a chat? And just so you guys know, if you get it wrong, you are the winner today. You didn't come to here to be right person. If you already knew the answer, then we don't use calculator. It's just when we use the calculator, we make this kind of small mistake. Yes, so let's see. All right, then 6 to 7 people are already writing this one to me, and they are saying this will give an error because A cannot be added to the B. It can be added to the B. Why not? Look at that. It is easily can be done, as you can see on the screen. All right, what about this? It was concatenated. SQL Server is intelligent enough to figure it out that both of them were screens, put them together, happens right away. What about the concat? Well, concat works efficiently. That works. It's a very good product. Look at that. It also did concatenation. And look at this. Concatenating 1 with 2. What do you guys think it will come? 12. It's not going to give us 2, right? It's smart. It is smart. 1 and 2 concatenate together. It is very, very clear to us. But what would happen when I run this one? Select concat 1 plus 2. Oh, this is interesting now. Will the 2 will be 2, or will the 2 will be a positive 2? What will be the answer? Will they be converted to string, or you will see a 3, or you will just see what you just seen before? I hope you guys know the answer of this thing. If not, stay tuned with me. We are going to run the next one, and we are going to see that what you just seen, 1 and 2 both concatenated, and SQL Server converted this to a regular 2. So what about in a case of the -2? What would happen here? And there you go. It's going to take -2 as -2, but +2 it's going to convert as like, yeah, is I'm going to drop the sign and I'm going to make it to fun enough, right? This kind of thing. Now don't think this number I'm showing you as a number. Just think them as a column, and you are retrieving thousands of the row from the SQL Server and doing various operations. And those are the scenarios where we make this kind of mistakes. So purpose of this demonstration is to make sure that you guys don't do any of this in future. Another one is this one. Look at this. What do you guys think will be the answer? Is a simple concatenating. One, a concatenating with this kind of separator or whatever, hyphen, and then you can just do 2, and what will be the answer? Well, if you put that kind of slash there, it's going to give us 12. What? Do you guys get it? Do you guys have any explanation about wow? Whoa, this is new to me. 1. I thought it would be 1, and then there will be slash and 2, but no, it's not that one. It's giving me 12. I'm just surprised. But what happens if I put 12 and 1 of this? Now this should concatenate them properly. It multiplied with 10. I don't think so I can trust my calculator anymore. I spent like so much money. I mean, anybody has that kind of feeling that if I have to do this kind of calculator, I rather use my phone now. I'm lost. What about this one, which we have seen the same one, so you guys know what happens if I do 1, 2, and 3. This is the fun one. Any guesses? If you guess it right, you guess 1 hour of free consultation from me, probably. I know you guys are not gonna get it right. It's tricky one unless you run it yourself. All right. I don't know. I've seen this at clients' place. They are using this variable, doing something, and they're saying, oh, we are getting a different values. Yes, that's why it's important that you clean your data before you do it. Data can be fun, data can be tricky, but it's important that when we pass the data from application to SQL, clean it properly, or you can get a funny results like this. Now, this is all about alias. I want to show you something more fun. This is what we are going to talk about. So if you get, please go ahead and tweet as much as Tweet about it, write about it, share the screenshot. Don't forget to donate to this good cause. And most important thing, you know what? Life is very dull. And for as a DBA, entire day I look at things. It's boring. I go to a client's place, right? When I go to client's place, they are all with a sad faces. Our server's performance is slow, and that's when they hired me. It's like feeling like a doctor. Where you go, everybody's sad. But what's the responsibility of doctor? When people you leave, they should be happy. That's why I built this demonstration to show them, to lighten their heart up and say, you know what, data is not boring. And now you don't make this kind of mistakes again, because it's going to change our life. Look at, when we count one, we get count one. When we do count two, we get count two. And oh no, it gives me one. What about one plus two? It's one. Yeah, I think my calculator is not working. What about a plus 2? A plus 2 would be definitely an error. But look at this one. It's not an error. I think my calculator, no matter what you do, it's always gonna give me 1. This seems like not working. Haha. Whoa, yeah, the reason is very simple. Okay, how about we run this? Can anybody try this one? It still gives me 1. Okay, I think I have to explain. Few people are saying you're running the code, not explaining. All right, my friends, I'm going to explain you if you pay attention to what I'm going to explain you. All right, so look at this. How did the answer of this came as 1? Very simple. What is it? It's a basic mathematics. I was teaching my daughter yesterday. There is 0 divided by 0, right? So we have a 1 divided by 0 divided by 0. What is 0 divided by 0? 1 and 1. So this means we have 1 divided by 1 divided by 1, because they have same number. So this 1 goes over here. So 1 multiplied by 1, and we have bottom 1, so equal to 1. I hope this maths explains it. Why SQL Server is counting all of them to 1. Hopefully, right? Because this goes, and that is 1. 1 divided by 1 is equal to 1. There you go. Simple. Okay. Yes, maths is hard, I can tell you for sure. But really, answer is that actually it's not counting the numbers which is inside. It is just counting the number of the rows. And when you are running any of this, it actually gives you error. Like, for example, I just remove the count. Okay, my friends, I just remove the count. When I remove this count and run this, okay, when I remove the count, run it, it gave me this error, and this error has been counted. And that's why it is say, oh yeah, you got one line as an error. That's the answer. Yep. So I hope that explains you. But what about the null, right? Whoa, null. Yeah, you can't count the null. Now, null are the special guys. So what happens? 1 plus null. Oh, that. Yeah, I don't know. 0. Whoa. 1 plus. So null is error. 1 plus 0 is. Oh, okay. Now I'm getting something. What about 2 plus null? I think it will be 0. Okay, all of these are 0. So what will be 1 divided by null? That's also 0. Yeah, null divided by 1. Okay, so anytime I use anything with null is equal to 1. What about null divided by null? This kind of thing I see in it, people finding average, running average in all the place when people use a code. Let's assume this is your column and this is your another column. Maybe it's item and total number of the product which you're trying to find. And then some of that place, when you use null, it's an error, as we already know. So there we go, simple things like that. So now I have one more question for all of you. We have lent plenty of time and we're still going right on things. So I want to show you, people like to count the dates, right? Date and month. So when I run this query, what do you guys think the month and year will show us? Just type it in or just write a personal message. I'm just totally flexible. Oh, 1 and 1. Yeah, it makes sense. Year is 1 and month is 1. What about this? Any guesses? Any guesses? I'm going to count from 10 to 1 and let's see if any of you can get the answers right, okay? So I'm going to count 10, 2, 1. Completed our counting. Yeah, my maths is as good as our products maths probably. And again, as I said, intention of to show you that you guys don't do any of this kind of mistakes in the production system when you use SQL Server and the math operators. Yes. Yep. 1 and 2001. What is 2001? So year came as a 2001. What am I doing over here? I think I'm getting lost here. I think this is the conversion issue, the small date time, long date time. There are so many issues. And let me show you one more thing, right? This is the fun one. This is one I've seen at my client's place. They were counting. Okay, you know what they were counting? They were counting how long a query ran, and they used this code, guys. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. All the people who are writing good stuff on this stream. Thank you. Now, look at this one. Look at this is the fun one. This is what I've seen at a client's place. They come back to me and said, all our queries are running 20 minutes. I was like, 20 seconds, your queries are running. Our queries are running 20 seconds. Fix it. I went there and said, show me query. See, I only do performance tuning. All these grumpy faces on, I went there and said, queries are taking 20 seconds. And I run the query. Query runs for split second. I said, like, can you explain me where you see the 20 second? Yeah, we'll explain you. Let's see this one. Look, we capture the time, and look at this. So they had capture the time, and then after they had a query here, right? They had a query which they run over here, and then after they say, I just find a time with a current date time, what I captured, and I can see my query took long time. I said, show me. That's what you do, right? When you, I mean, yeah, I went there and said, show me, my buddy, and I run this one. Look, this query ran for minus 2600 millisecond. I said, okay, what hold on, minus 21 second, minus, you ran query in the past? Are you watching Minority Report or that kind of movie? I mean, he said, let run it again. He said, now it's minus 19,000. Hold on, minus 23. Are you traveling in a time right now? Seems like he's traveling in time. He will travel in a time till now. And after one time, I said, all right, you travel enough in a time. Let's go in a forward. Let's go in a future. And it changed to 22 seconds. This query is giving us unpredictable time. And I was like, yeah, good, dude. Your query is actually running pretty fast. It's how you are measuring is incorrect. He said, what I'm doing wrong here, it's giving positive and negative. If I change this variable from here to here, right, it's still going to give me a different answer. Yes, it will give you a different answer because you just use a very expensive product like SQL Server and did not use it for what it should do. And you're doing a math where you're using your own brain and making it confused. Now it is increasing. The reason for this kind of behavior, I see a lot of place. One of the company, which is a sports company, they were doing recording every single race's time. And when I went there and see the difference between the first number and two number is a 22 seconds. And I said, okay, so the guy, the difference between first runner and a winner and the first runner up is 22 seconds. An entire race lasted for 10 seconds. How did this happen? Because you use small date time. That is a rounding issue going on, and which leads to problem. If you want, you should be using date time or log date time and those kind of thing. Yep, there we go. So don't make mistake with the data type. It's so critical. Look at this is the greatest example. I take current date, right? And I'm passing a small date time. So small date time, I'm passing current date. And now I am printing both of them together. And that's where you will understand where this plus and minus numbers are coming. Look at this is the time, which is current time. And this is the time, right? So look, this is fun one. This is why you will understand why we were getting those kind of results. And I still see a lot of company and organization use a small date time for checking in, and then multiple customers checking, and they have confusion who came in first, who came in out. There was an organization, a bank used small date time, and I can tell you this costed them way more money than you can think. And one of the financial company who had a check time, ending time, so people were bidding at the last moment, last minute, and everything was rounded up. So look at this was the current time, but because the small date time doesn't keep all this, small date type doesn't keep all this, so it was rounded up and rounded down. Because it was rounded up and down, you were getting this kind of issues. So date is very critical, and when we use just a date, right, just a date like this thing, you need to be very, very sure that you use it properly. For example, using simple function like left and right. I'm going to show you the fun one. This excites me. All right, look at this one. So you have a gate date, and the one of the biggest question which I receive on my blog is that how do I format my first name and last name, or how do I format date time? One of the most popular blog a question I get it on my blog. Yep, some people ask me what is your blog's address. If you do not know, go check it out. So many fun stuff here. SQLauthority.com, and that's where I post all this thing. So when I do this with left on right, look at this. What happens? Yep, this is the date converted to this, and this is the time. What happened? How did I get 2020 before? Okay, that is because when you convert them from gate date, you cannot use like total number. Okay, total length of this was around 11 plus 12, so that was 24 with a space in between. But you just can't use the right like that. If you really want proper format, like you use 11 and you do a math, 24 minus 11, whatever is left plus 1. No, you can't do this kind of thing. For that, you just have to use this kind of get date and 7, because that's very, very critical. Data type is absolutely critical when you're dealing with any database. Otherwise, you will get incorrect result. We blame our product for doing a wrong calculation when it's us who just has messed it up. Great example is here. What do you guys think will be the answer of this? What will be the answer of this one? Let's see any of you can guess. We have last 5 minutes. I want to make sure that I go away teaching at least 5 things. Whether that's too much too. Let's say 2 things I'm going to teach you. Let's see if anybody gets this one right. Yeah. So yeah, we'll continue from there. And this, look at this. Yeah. I am running this, and what happened? Yeah. So any guesses? What happened? Okay, so go back. I just had this number. I just displayed them. Yeah, look at this. So what should I do? This become a star, or what was actually happen? Yeah. So what I'm just going to give you guys 30 seconds to think about it. Look at the code and see if any of you can find out. Okay, time's up, and let's see. I think 3 or 4 people has already got it right. They are saying this is varchar and you are storing a string. Fair point. Well, you know what? You are right. But my question to you was, why star? Yep, I see you are on a right path. I think those who said that, yeah, those who said it, I would reach out to me, and I have a recorded free class. I'll send it to free coupon for that. But make sure you take a screenshot of your answer, because 4 or 5 people, because your Twitter handle doesn't tell me what I should be doing. So look at this one, and yeah, look at this one. And I have an answer for you. This was really a star. This was really converted to a star, my friends. So let me show you in last 3 minutes. Okay, let me show you in last 3 minutes why it was really star. So what I'm going to do is that I'm actually taking the same code. Look at this. This is, I'm mixing up all the concept. So far I have taken one and I'm just putting them all together. So just see what's gonna happen right now, and look at this code. Error. Do you know why? Because phone number which I used is declared little above. So this was definitely a star. And look at, this is what happened. One of my clients took the phone number and were putting 1 plus 1 before it, because it's an American phone number. They wanted to put plus 1, and for extension they just wanted to put 0 if there are no extension, and they had this kind of string. It's one of the most common mistake, and I can promise you 50% of the people who are watching this one, 50% of people watching this one might be formatting day like this in the system. And when you do this kind of thing, look at what has happened in last 1 minute. I want to show you this one, that when you run this kind of command, which you are seeing right now, and phone number was already converted to the star. So ideally, the 1 was multiplied by 0. So what happens as the answer? There you go. I think you guys got all this right one. I think it was a pleasure to work with you. And this is the final question to all of you. Please write the answer to me. Our date time for 2010, our date time for 2016, and I am adding them together. Let's see what we get. 2016, 11, 9. Why? Because 1 plus 10, 20 plus 20, that becomes 10 other side of the month, but year had a month had a 31 days. There you go. So with this, I just wanted to bring you back to this one. I hope you had a fun. Remember, this was a fun session. Yeah. So if you want to run really more difficult stuff, complicated one, reach out to me. So operators are important for you to understand data types, test it properly. Otherwise, you will make any mistake. If any of you want any of the scripts, any of the example, I have already blogged about this, all the resources on my blog, sqlauthority.com, right before this presentation. Go and grab everything you want and show it to your friends. Teach them they don't do this one. Make sure you don't forget to donate today in a right cause. And most important thing, be stay happy. At least teach one thing to somebody else. That's what you can do. So with this, I want to say thank you to all of you, and I will hand it over to our wonderful MCs.